Welcome to this video, which is a demonstration of how you can manage your onboarding and offboarding processes with Valto's pre-built tool that is built with Microsoft 365's SharePoint Online. Our ready-built solution has 4 key modules around the pre-onboarding process, the onboarding process, the department integration, as well as managing tasks throughout the process. So let's take a look at these individually. The first module of this product is the pre-onboarding package. Now, this allows you to build an external facing SharePoint site, which can then be shared with onboarders before they're even part of your organization. This is where they'll have the opportunity to learn about your business, be provided with useful information to know for their first day in their new job, as well as information they should be getting ready to provide you as part of their onboarding process. Once you've shared this SharePoint site to them, they'll be able to access this anonymously without having to have any form of Office 365 credentials. They'll land on a page like this. We can have a bit of information about kind of your values, company information, benefits of working at your organization, some key people, so this could link to profile pages, as well as a little bit of information about what it means to be working at your organization. There's also pages that you'll typically include for things like sort of onboarding, preparing for your first day, and general kind of help and support, FAQs, and useful information that you might want to provide. This can be in the form of what we do, our leadership team, our values, and then you can have pages, documents, and content which then spin off from this particular page. Other content might be, for example, preparing for your first day, and this can show you some information of how to be prepared, what to bring, and this is all information typically which is provided in the form of emails to the new starters, but this can all be referred to directly from these internal pages. The next module of this system is the actual onboarding process. Now, this is where you would have an internal SharePoint site, which is sent to the user to welcome them to the business. This would also have some information around things like policies, procedures, and general company information that you want to provide now there's new starters actually onboarded with you. Typically, there would also be some information around recommendations of ways of working, software, and tools that you would suggest to people that they use to help with their day-to-day jobs. This is an example of what a onboarding site could look like. So typically this could also have links off to a page about how your onboarding journey is starting and what sort of path you want people to sort of follow, what information you want them to provide you. There might be some information about the story of how the organization got started and maybe some key messages from the managing director or CEO or the general senior leadership team. We can also see we've got some meet new people, so this might be links to particular contacts within departments, and general kind of information, events which have been going on, maybe some training materials and links like that as well. Typically, across the top, you would have some general information about getting started, connecting with key people, networking around the organization. These can be links to internal feeds as well as social media. There might be some information about sort of expenses and pay and things like that. Typical questions that new starters might have. You can put these as frequently asked questions, tools and things that you recommend that people use to help them with their day-to-day job, and general kind of information as part of the onboarding process. The next module includes department-specific sites. So for the key departments which are going through this recruitment drive, they can have their own new starter-related sites, which can give department-specific information about how the department works, who the heads of departments are, and meeting the team with general information about what projects they've been working on recently and things which are going to be helpful for joining that specific department. Here's an example, for example, an engineering department where we've got some information about the team, what the mission is of that particular department, how they work, the team culture. We've also got some information about the sort of onboarding, so workplace setup and things like that. Some general news, from around the department, as well as meetings of team members. This could be a feed of maybe the new people that have been starting recently. Also some general information about the leadership, people's profiles, things like that. We typically also have information on the general people, the culture, the mission of that particular department, and all of this can be content that you can then flesh out further. So, for example, a leadership page with a bit of information about who the, say, head of department is in that particular area, and then any type of help and support that people might be asking about that particular department as well. The final module of this is around the task management. So not only does a new starter get asked to complete tasks, such as providing a P60 or providing photo ID or reading your company policies, but also internal tasks are sent out to existing departments such as IT for issuing hardware, laptops, mobile phones, and to maybe the finance or accounts departments to add them onto payroll, to a security department, maybe give them and deploy them a security tag. All the different tasks which are involved for onboarding a new starter are issued through this system. They're all driven by configuration lists, so you can easily add in new tasks. So it will automatically issue all of those new tasks that you wanted from a configuration list directly to the new starter, as well as directly to the internal colleagues. The new starter would then go to a SharePoint site, which would look a bit like this, where they can see a bit about information, contacts that they can reach out to if they've got any questions about their tasks. And then we can see here an actual task list of all the tasks which have been issued to me as a new starter. So meeting the team, providing bank details to the finance team, reading certain company policies, and I can see the tasks which are here, and I can also see the mentor that I can reach out to ask any questions if I was to get stuck on any of those tasks. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or you're interested in rolling this out to your own organization, please feel free to get in contact today. Thank you.